Edu Oriol, Victor Montañez and Elder Postiga. Favourites to watch there, or players I certainly would like to expect a lot from. Number 10, Aponio, got eased out to Malaga with all the signings. But he's an 100% player, and when he's on his day, it can be a real delight to watch. Watch out for him on free kicks, step ball situations in general. Manager, the referee this evening, Delgado Ferreira. And lining up for Celta in goal, Javi Varas. Some signing from Sevilla on loan from the Andalusians. A back four of Hugo Mayo, Cabral, Túñez and Roberto Lago. Ahead of them, Augusto, Obiña, Alex Lopez, Crondelli, Bermejo and Iago Aspas. Iago Aspas, the number 10, voted the best forward of last season in the second division. 23 goals helped him get those votes. Indeed, Celta were a goal machine last season. Depor may have got the record number of points, but Celta, the record number of goals in their history, 83. We're going to have a moment's silence. The moment's silence well observed by both sets of fans, and that's always a pleasure. Let's look forward to an evening of goals and entertainment. On the left of your screen, Zaragoza. The Celta fans applauding their team are on the right of your screen, attacking the left, obviously. Roberto, captain for Zaragoza. Borja Obiña in midfield, the captain for the visitors, Celta. Celta coming to this game after a rather disappointing 1-1 draw at home to Mallorca, but really nothing to lose. They're not expected to win, and that might just take a little bit of the pressure off them. Crondelli moves it inside, combining with Bermejo. Ball falls to Bermejo again, and an early shot into the hands of Roberto. Partido Bermejo, 3 goals to his name in the league so far this season. Second, of course, to the wonderful Iago Aspas. Zaragoza, a team that can change every season. Always a lot of players brought in, either on permanent transfers or loans. Roberto being one of them. Last season, Roberto played every single minute, league and cup, for Zaragoza. Cabral, combining with Hugo Mayo, very promising right back, number 2 for Celta. Spanish under-20 international, and could see him in a couple of years' time, him and Montoya maybe vying for that right back spot in the national team. Celta combining well on the right-hand side. It's in a throw-in. Rosto takes. Villa. And that was a tempting ball, wasn't it? Didn't find its target. Cabral was there to clear up at the back for Celta. The first free kick of the game goes in favour of the home team. The challenge on Oriol. Villa pings it forward. They're looking for a flag. They get it. And Postiga just caught offside. It's a poor run, isn't it? When you think he's looking down the line, you can see that he's in behind the last player. Sometimes the forwards do that to try and drag the line back early in the game. Good turn there from Alex Lopez. Still Lopez gives it away, and well, everyone's looking pretty mystified as to where that decision came from. The ball back with Celta, Túñez and Cabral, the two centre-halves for the Galicians. Ball now with Hugo Mayo. Obiña. In Roberto Lago, back in the team in place of Carlos Bavis. Well, I think we were implying that the referee might have thought there was a handball there, and nothing of the sort as Movilla flicks another one forward. It's a long run though for Oriol. Zaragoza pick up the throw-in. Bernardo, Romanian right back, just inside to Victor Rodriguez. If you had to name a Mr. Zaragoza in this team, it would have to be Jose Movilla, number 2 with a shiny head. His second spell in Aragon when they won the Spanish Cup. Very memorable game that up in Montjuic in Barcelona, where they beat the Real Madrid of David Beckham and company 3-2. The last great cup upsets. Aponio. Let's hope he's on form today. He can be, as I say, an utter delight. Oriol switches play. Túñez combined with Oriol again. Victor flicks it back to Aponio. It's a very neat play from Zaragoza. And Javi Vares had to be on his toes. Best triangling of the game so far. Another reason to be optimistic about this game is we have two managers, Manolo Jimenez and Paco Herrera, who do like their teams to play football. So a bright start to the last game of week 13 of the Spanish League. There is Manolo Jimenez. It was a very sad day when he had to leave Sevilla. Born and bred Sevilla man, 14 seasons as a player. Another 11 as coach of first the A team and then the first the B team rather, then the A team. And it really was a shame when he had to leave. Had a little adventure in Athens with AEK, but now second season back in Spain with Zaragoza. Aponio gets the ball off to Abraham. It's Bonus B fullback. Cabral with the clearance. ball was an invitation Celta to rob it. Some nice trickery there from Delhi. Precise pass at the end gives it back to Zaragoza. Montañez. And he wins the first quarter of the game. It's a Barca B left side to the Zaragoza midfield. Montañez and Abraham both having served time with the Barca B team. This is Victor, who's not too far away from there. Someone signing from little Badalona. Plays it short, Aponio jumped over it. Zaragoza pushing forward again. In stages, felt a little bit pegged back from Delhi. It's a great crossfield ball. Looking for handball. Nothing doing, it's Iago! And the ball would have gone out for a corner. It's his first season in the first Iago Aspas. Celta fans worried every time there's a transfer window. As I said, top scorer in the second division. Only 5 in his first experience at the top level. Adorio. Stiga wanted the ball quicker. Saponaru. It's a sign of the pressure that Celta are under, where they're pretty much everyone back defending except Iago. The ball goes through and there's a flag. Elder Postiga again. Well, linesman, you got it right again. The linesman had a much better view than the Portuguese international did. Paco Herrera, the manager of Celta, charged with bringing them up to the first division, has done that. Now he needs to keep them there. He's with Rafa Benitez at Liverpool as well. Cabral. It's for the run by Hugo Mayo. That was the full-back's wins. Some applause there as Abraham came away with the ball. Montañez now pushing it back to Abraham. Centre-half pairing, Alvaro and Glenn Luvins of Celtic. Receiving here from Movilla. 10 minutes gone, it's Zaragoza 0, Celta 0. Zaragoza slightly the brighter of the two teams. Vince will have no problem here. There for Andres Túñez, Venezuelan international centre-half. Competition with another Spanish league player, Amora Bieta. Túñez with Abraham. Túñez again. The Postiga didn't even go for it. I think this time you could see he was in an offside position. to it. Unusual to see that early on in a top-level game. Delgado Ferreiro, one of his responsibilities is to make sure ball's in good conditions. Cabral. Augusto flicks it in, Bermejo combines, gives him it back. Augusto Hernandez robbed of the ball though. Victor pushing it back to Movilla. Still got it, hasn't he? Jose Movilla. It's Celta got the ball though. From Delhi. It's a great ball in. And a vital clearing header. Real chance there for Celta. Bermejo was in. Let's have another look. Prondelli's header was, well, the cross was tremendous. Aponio's header was vital because it would have been one-on-one. Bermejo against Roberto. And Roberto Lagos ball straight out for a goal kick. But seen a couple of good moves so far from the Danish international. Number 23, Prondelli. That was a delightful ball in. Faithful, keeping the atmosphere going. It's an interesting development this season. I'm not saying it's all down to one club, but for several years now, Espanyol have had Cueva Joven, which is basically the young corner, and it seems that clubs are getting more involved with building up a lively section of the ground, if you like. Most noticeably, if you get a chance to see Valencia, you'll see they've got their north corner now, and it's non-stop throughout the game, and it really does make football a much better experience. You've got to have the sound. Alvaro with the long ball forward, picked up by Montañez, inside now for Victor. And Oriol, and it's wide, but it will be the first real attempt on goal from the Manos, as they're called. 15 minutes into the game, the scoreline from La Romareda is still Zaragoza 0, Celta 0. From Delhi, brings in Roberto Lago. Augusto. Rasmus is waiting, but well defended by Abraham. The mistake has let Zaragoza in. Victor, who's a real revelation this season, continues his run into the box. Well, I think he knew what he was doing there. He let the ball run, and he was going to turn the player. And, a lively start from Victor. Quite a step up for him as well, coming from the third division, third level of Spanish football. To La Liga. Picked up now by Prondelli. Brings in Lago. Combination. Lago though didn't want on his right foot, and that'll be offside against Augusto Fernandez. Take your pick there. If the ball was down the right middle or left, it would have resulted in a flag going up. just play behind Aponio. That will be a free kick. And against Abraham. It's Lopez. Borja Abunia pushing it back. It overlooking from Deli, overhit it, Movilla push it back now to Glenn Luvins. Augusto thwarted, it'll be the Celta ball. Lovely turn from Iago Aspas. Oh, and the nutmeg at the end of it. And Crondelli pointing out that he was at some distance. He had support, he acknowledges that. Getting in from both sides, right and left. Crondelli was the better positioned. From Alex Lopez, tries to recover the position, but a little lucky there on the ball break into his own teammates. They've given away Edu Oriol, and it'll be another corner. Edu Oriol, of course, another ex-Barca B player. To take. It's neatly done. They're looking for a handball. It was Luvins with the header. Could be another chance here. Oh, handball there against Helder Postigas, surely. Kind of handball that the referee might be tempted to get his yellow card out for. It'll be interesting to see if there was a handball prior to that, but that one, for me, let's have another look. Looks like it comes off Binia's chest more than anything else. It's the handball by Helder Postiga. I think was looking to gain an unfair advantage. If he had scored, in my mind, no way he would have turned around to the referee and said, hey, I controlled it with my hand. But, free kick was given, no damage done, and it's Celta with the throw-in on the far side. I think you can see there, most definitely the chest. Alvaro, summer signing from Martin Santander. A lot of players jumping ship when Santander were relegated last season. And they're struggling in the second. And Postiga thought it was going to be going their way. Thumped upfield by Borja Obinia. With gain some 50 meters or so. going up, and again it's the Portuguese forward who's penalised. Third offside decision against Celta Postiga. This one a little bit tighter. Halfway through the first half, it's Zaragoza 0. Celta 0. Vigo, the keeper on loan from Sevilla, of course, really shot to the headlines. That performance in the Camp Nou last season. Zaragoza come away with the ball. That'll be a free kick given against Alex Lopez. Picked up now on the near side by Sapinaru, signed from FC Porto. Rasmus dealt with by Leuven's. Montañez flicks inside. Edu Oriol going for the through the legs. It's cleared by to defence. Aponio pushing it back now for Alvaro. Let's play forward to Montañez. Another white-shirted player that's lively, Montañez. Goes to number 11. There's the other one, Victor. Montañez drives it in, could be a chance. Movilla was almost on the end of it. Celta clear the decks. Still, it'll be a Zaragoza ball. Well, another slightly baffling decision by Delgado Ferreiro. Was it for foot up? Well, a little bit harsh if it was. Victor went to good for the ball, even then threw his foot back a little bit. Victor, ball bounced over him. 1.69 m, Victor. Celta Postiga seems to be enjoying himself. It's Roberto Lago, combined with Crondelli. Alex Lopez is lost out. There's a possibility he was holding Victor off, but referees decided the play can continue, and it will be a white ball. Delhi started off brightly. We've not seen too much of the Celta 23 in 5 minutes or so. Cabral into Hugo Mayo. He's overrun the ball and really losing out in the battle to Abraham on the far side. Movilla. Ponyo pushing it back. Alvaro brings it to the far side. Victor Ponyo. Good possession here from Zaragoza. Montañez with the ball in. It's a very neat little flick. Iago Aspas He's going to have to go it alone. Prondelli's coming up on the left. You just think that he's got the confidence to do it. Pulls it back. Shot could be up. Oh, dear me. It's not going to be offside. Ball played in, and Movilla gets the ball away. And fans claiming an offside. I don't think was there. Aponio. Vigo. Movilla tidies up in midfield. Aponio. Victor's really darted all around this Celta box without getting a real chance on goal. It was a good effort from Iago Aspas. In his second spell with Zaragoza, having started off his career with Atletico Madrid, as I said, back on loan for the second season from Benfica. Zaragoza, of course, didn't actually pay for him. It was a collection of people who bought him or bought his rights and never accepted him into Zaragoza. Very complicated world now in terms of who owns players. Back to the action of Zaragoza on the attack once again. Aponio. Good switch of play. Finds Saponaru. Movilla combining with Aponio all the way back to Luvens. Abraham. 1-2 with Vigo. Just showed too much of it. Cabral would play the ball forward. And Movilla, a lot of credit with the fans. Pushes the ball back. Just over half hour gone, still 0-0. Zaragoza on top in this game, though. Vigo. Oh, it's just too crowded to find a way through. Edu Oriol had lifted the ball back in there. That would be a free kick, and I think the first yellow of the game. There's no complaints from Saponaru. It's a fairly reckless challenge. Fortunately, he didn't make too much contact. If he had, it would have been knee height. Story of the game so far. Zaragoza looking bright up to the last third. And Celta defending well. Roberto. Short ball to Alvaro. putting the ball in the air, and keepers don't like that. As it's tardily placed back at the feet of Javi Vargas by Túñez. This is Andrés Túñez. From Delhi. Mayo, which is played to Roberto Lago from Delhi. Good run into the box. There's a Ponyo, got a foot on it. Two players looked to be going for the ball, but there was a definite contact. De Postiga, I think, getting the free kick. Challenge from Alex Lopez. I think it's Manolo Jimenez who's been talked to the challenge. But to be fair, it looks both players are going in for the ball. Both players have recovered. And there was an arm out there on Montañez. There'll be another yellow card, the first one for Celta, I think. Surely they're not asking for a red. Gustavo Cabral, summer signing from Levante, is happy, I think, with just the yellow. If the referee had interpreted it as an aggression. And I have to say, I don't want to be critical of the Zaragoza fans, but it's one of the stadiums where they're most quick to attack the man in the middle. Cabral taking a big risk there. Gets away with just the yellow card. 10 minutes to go to half-time. Still the score remains Zaragoza 0, Celta 0. Whipped in by Victor, and it's a lovely ball. Just needed slightest of touches. Roberto Lago from Delhi flicks it off. Picked up by Alex Lopez. Still Lopez. From Delhi, looks up. Not too many red and black shirts to aim for on the near side of the field. So Celta build up again. Mayo combined with Arosto. Hugo Mayo. And he'll settle for the throw-in. And will Zaragoza find a little bit more space? Move the ball up quickly enough. It's Montañez, who's felt initially the referee awarded the advantage. He couldn't use it, and they felt it should have been called back. And both teams claiming free kicks. On says Delgado Ferreiro. Chance for sure to get on the end of it. There were 4 waiting in the box. Abraham's ball is pinged out. It'll be picked up by Ponyo. Abraham. Still the left back lifts it over. Antonio concedes the corner. Nope, he's just managed to keep it in. Some determined defending from Celta. It's the free kick from Victor. Corner to the Aragoneses. He's had a test in the last 10 minutes or so, Delgado Ferreira. Victor with the corner. Swings it in. Shot could still be on! And it's a deflection, surely. It'll be a corner to Zaragoza. See, the keeper was beaten. It'll be Victor again with the corner. He'll swing it out this time. And Helder Postiga, I think, knew exactly where the goalkeeper was going to be. Oh, and that could have been a great chance for Celta as it is. They're on the back foot. Zaragoza pouring forward again. Well, to me, that is a free kick. Helder Postiga knew exactly where the keeper was going. Free kicks awarded in favour of Zaragoza. They take it a couple of metres upfield. If it allows play to continue. Eduardo Oriol. Spotted now by Saponaru. Victor, lovely touch again, combining with Aponio. Trondelli for Celta brings it upfield. Looking to switch play. Cabral, Mayo. Until the last 5 minutes, still 0-0. Ain't livening up for sure. Vigo Aspas. Still Aspas. And I think he wanted the Trondelli run to come quicker. Antonio goes down. The referee aware of the decision he didn't give him a few minutes ago. That was a softer one. Luvens with the Romanian. Saponaro pushing it forward. Free kick will be given against Roberto Lago.
Sitio, venga, venga, vamos. ¿Qué pasa? Venga, sitio. Concentrado ya, va, sitio.
It's Paco Herrera who's looking for more concentration for his players. And to be in position. Aponio will take this free kick. Victor. The most looking player on the pitch in the first half is this boy, Victor, number 32. Antonez, Victor goes down, draws a free kick, and this may well be where we see Aponio step up. for Zaragoza might open up. Felt a little bit. Drawing the free kick there. The turn was unanticipated by Borja Obiña. Ponyo it is. Straight into the wall. Second chance, high and wide. I think what he's claiming there, as all players seem to be doing there, that there was a handball, and I have to admit that these players are not able to remove their arms, and sometimes it's going to hit them. Surely it's got to be a deliberate gesture. Zaragoza enjoying the majority of the possession of the ball. They've come closest to creating chances. But solid defending from Celta means we're going to the last minute with the score still 0-0. Rondelli wins the throw-in. Combining with Roberto Lago. Diego Aspas. They still can't get the ball back, and it spins off him for a goal kick. Let's see, we will have to have too much time added on to the first half. The physios haven't been on, no substitutions have been made. Indeed, the 45 minutes are up. Delgado Ferreiro decides no reason to add any more on. Oh, Zaragoza certainly the team with more attacking ambition in this first half, but haven't created too many chances. And Paco Herrera, I think on balance, will be happy with that. Whistles for Delgado Ferreiro as he leaves the pitch. And not a busy evening so far for either goalkeeper. So we'll be hoping for a little bit more of the same, but maybe the odd goal chance more in the second half. I hope you'll join us for that second half. For now, all I have to say, no goals so far, 3 times this season. Zaragoza failed to score at home. Let's hope there's not a 4th time. Indeed, let's hope for a little bit more goal-mouth action in the second half. Celta in the red and black stripes on the left of your screen. This is Zaragoza's colours. The classic colours of white shirts, blue shorts. Double flag on the back of the Zaragoza shirts. Flags of Spain on the left there, and Aragon on the right. Elder Postiga felt a couple of decisions went against him. That's what he's pointing out to Delgado Ferreiro. Ponyo also felt there may have been a handball in the area of his free kick, but always difficult to give if it goes against the wall, and they've got their arms pegged close to their body. We mentioned that at the end of the first half. We're about to get underway with Zaragoza attacking the goal to our left, Celta attacking the goal to our right. In the first half we saw a lot more Zaragoza attacking without creating too many chances though. Aponio moves inside to Movilla. Saponaru finds Edu Oriol. He's forced to play it back. Rubens with the ball hoofed forward. Oriol. This is Abraham. Victor. Impressed with him in the first half. Montañez. Victor wants it back. Fashions the shot. It's not cleared. Oriol. Postiga into the hands of Javi Varas. A double save from Varas. It was Victor looking to bend that one into the corner, and it was a decent header from Helder Postiga. Victor, the 32 for Zaragoza, 23 years old, signed from Badalona, but spent a lot of his formative years in the Masia of Barcelona. No changes as yet. Zaragoza, Roberto in goal, a back four of Sapinaru, Luvens, Alvaro and Abraham. Ahead of them, Aponio, Victor, Movilla, Oriol, Helder Postiga and Montañez. Celta line up with Javi Varas in goal, Roberto Lago, Túñez, Cabral and Hugo Mayo at the back. Ahead of them, Condelli, Obiña, Alex Lopez, Augusto, Bermejo and Iago Aspas. Victor flashes it out to the right-hand side. Ball returned by Sapinaru. He's out of position now. Alex Lopez take advantage. Free kick given against Aponio. Celta players felt there could have been a yellow card. There was moment in the first half where Cabral got a yellow card for stopping a player in the same part of the field, but that was with more of a forearm gesture. 3 minutes into the second half, it's Zaragoza 0, Celta 0. From Delhi winds up the ball. From Delhi's ball was a dangerous one, and it's flashed over crossbar by Augusto. Fernandez, summer signing from Belith Sarsfield. Trying his luck again in Europe with Saint Etienne a few seasons ago. Straight race, which Roberto Lago won. He did have a little bit of a head start over Oriol. On the bench for Zaragoza, Leo Franco is the reserve keeper. Paredes, Aranda, Suculini, Romeric, Pinta and Javi Alamo. It's a tremendous name, isn't it? On the bench for the visitors, Sergio Alvarez is the reserve keeper. Villa, Bustos, Davis, Juan Thomas, Park and De Lucas, those last two excellent attacking options. Park Chu-Young and Enrique De Lucas. Roberto launches it upfield. Which is Javi Varas. Cabral. Lopez can control it. It will be a white ball. He's given it away though. Celta maybe start a little bit brighter in these opening 5 minutes. These are what a few choice words from the manager can do, and Celta come out as if to say, well, we wanted to get to half-time with a 0-0 scoreline. In the second half, we express ourselves a little bit more. Paco Herrera's convinced Celta should be picking up more points. It's down to maybe a lack of confidence. Well, Hugo Mayo and Montañesa clashing. Breaks on for Celta. Oh, and Bermejo too much on the ball. Montañez goes down again, this time gets the free kick. Cabral already on a yellow. I don't think the fans don't know that. Picked up now by Glenn Luvens. Sapronado. Rodio cannot shrug off Roberto Lago. Will be given back to Zaragoza. Zaragoza with 1 point, still pretty much where they are, 14th. Surprises at the top of the Spanish table at the moment, with Barcelona and the two Madrids. Malaga, I don't think any surprise either when you consider the budget they've got in 4th position, but good to see the following teams: Betis, Levante, Getafe, Rayo Vallecano and Valladolid. I think we could say all 5 of them. Rather surprising to see them in the top 9. This is Victor. Combining with Edu Oriol, no advantage gain, so the referee pulls it back. Movilla to take. Victor. The Postiga. Well, you're not going to get that, are you? Half-hearted claim from the Portuguese forward, rather. Augusto. Hugo Mayo forced to play it out. Montañez, Aponio, towards Elder Postiga. This is Túñez. In the centre half on the ball again. It's surely not going to reach Crondelli. Well, with the double header. Luvens. Something for Alvaro. Abraham, who made a interesting runs up the left-hand side at the start of the game. Captain Ubiña. From Delhi. No understanding there. Well, there is an arm round Elder Postiga. There's Cabral again. 10 minutes into the second half, still 0-0. Celta certainly edging their way into this game. Victor! Well, he was appreciated there. Well, the shot was wide. Vivaras using the old goalkeeper's trick of wasting time by having words with the defence. Kind of genuine, all fake anger that made you forget where the ball is. Cabral with long ball forward. From Delhi, combining with Alex Lopez. Turned by Lopez. Tunez joins the action. Cleared by Alvaro. Aponio. Means Montañez. Aponio again. Montañez. It will be a corner for Zaragoza. Celta maintaining the lines at the back. Victor today. Swings it in. It was a corner that asked questions. Celta answered them, and Condelli brings it away. It's lucky that Condelli didn't decide to go down. A sure pull. The promising counter is always going to get you a yellow. Upon you it is on the ball. Villa. Montañez. Coming with Victor. Abraham, 3 players with Barca past. They do Oriol as well. Half hour away from the first point, away from home. Still plenty of time to go though. Montañez. The Postiga couldn't get there, but Oriol has it. Victor. Victor lifts it in. Shows too much of it to Javi Vargas. Victor. She's taken there by Abraham. Kept in. Roberto Lago moves it upfield. This is Aponio. This gives it away, picked up by Abraham. Turned by Montañez. Victor. Tell by the applause highly regarded Jose Movilla is in the stadium. So pushes it back to Leuven's. Ponyo finds Movilla. Switch of play for Montañez. Keeps it in well. Linesman had seen the ball going out. It'll be a first substitution. Manolo Jimenez. Will do. Oriol going off. Here comes Carlos Aranda. The idea being to get that ball into the box and make life a bit more uncomfortable for the Celta defence of Helder Postiga and Carlos Aranda. Uncomfortable for defenders. Aranda there was his first touch. We'll get a second as well. Montañez all the way, and then the free kick. Tries to go back. We haven't had really dastardly challenges. Abraham. Yeah, just caught. Difficult to see where though. Caught it on the chest. From Delhi, pushing it back there for Next Lopez. No problem for Leuven's. Crondelli looks to make amends, loses out. And then result, a free kick conceded by Sapunaru. Diego Aspas. I think the referee may have been helped in deciding it was a corner because of the effort Jose Movilla put in to stop the ball going out. So it'll be the Danish international Crondelli in charge of the corner. This will be a throw-in favour of the Red and Blacks. Augusto. Bina gives it away. Well, covers for Celta. Túñez. 64 minutes gone. Scoreline still 0-0. Quite an achievement for Celta to stop the opposition from scoring. Is something they've not done away from home this season. Have to go back to the 5th of October for Celta's last 3 points. Home to Sevilla. Sevilla, of course, all these teams that away from home don't seem to be able to get it together. It's a solid challenge from Abraham. Gives it to Victor Miranda. Good switch of pace there from Alex Lopez. Celta on the attack. There's an arm out from Luvins. That's what Diego Aspas felt. Well, you could take your choice there. There seemed to be an arm out and a meeting of feet. So difficult though for the referee to see how much contact there was and whether there was enough for the player to go down. So Pinaro gives away another free kick. The only Zaragoza player already on a yellow. From Delhi, featured in the European Championships, got the winner against Holland. He's missed his moment to score, scored both his goals in the 24th minute in the European Championships. Delhi. Halfway through the second half, it's Zaragoza 0, Celta 0. Villa pushes back to Luvins. Aranda's looked bright since his second half introduction to the game. Normally it does come on as a substitute. Aranda just the 2 starts, 8 times 9 now. He's come on to the game from the bench. Augusto pushes it forward. Diego Aspas drops off for Condelli. Margo combining with Diego Aspas. Condelli. Diego Aspas. Bermejo. And Bermejo had Alex Lopez totally free behind him. Maybe didn't get the shout. He did just a little nudge on. And Lopez would have had a good sight of goal. Luvins with the free header. Mayo's ball repelled, picked up by Montañez. Aponio. Aranda's timed his run. Oh dear me. Aranda taking on his ex-Levante teammate, Gustavo Cabral. Just let the ball bobble away from him as we go into the last 20 minutes. So much time there. Javi Vargas with the goal kick. It's a decent ball in. Oh, and the chance was there. Diego Aspas. And that was a fine effort when you think of the way he dug the ball out from under his feet. Really didn't have any wind-up time on the shot here. Have another look. Just got it out from right below his left foot. Brought it down. The shot. It's a decent effort. Almost caught Roberto out. Best effort of the game so far from Celta. And naturally comes from Diego Aspas, the top scorer. Cabral inside Robinho. Certainly opening up a bit in the second half. Diego Aspas looked to play the ball off Alvaro. Didn't quite work out for him. Luvins pushes it forward to Vigo. And pushed it back out to Carlos Aranda. Still Aranda. And gets the corner. He's added a little bit to this Zaragoza attack since his introduction. Just the feeling that the more direct Zaragoza. Victor with the corner. De Postiga. It's over for a goal kick. Postiga helping the referee out by saying Javi Varas doesn't seem to want to know where the ball is. Picked up by Luvins. Almost lose out there. Picked up by Victor. Throw-in will be taken by Sapinaro. Victor Aranda. Still good. Just a second as he made contact. Zaragoza build up again. Abraham brought down by Rostock. Free kick. And Hugo Mayo will probably be told off at kicking the ball upfield. Is it short to Abraham? Not sure what real advantage was gained, but Zaragoza still on the move upfield. Vivaras with the clearance. Villa gets there first. This is Rostock. And ball straight out to play for a Zaragoza throw-in. 15 minutes to go, it's still 0-0. Who will break the deadlock? First half was really dominated by Zaragoza, but in the second half, Celta have had the odd chance themselves. So still tilted slightly in favour of the home team, but who knows? Ponyo spins it inside to Luvins. Alvaro. Yes, gets it off to Abraham. Like it might have gone out. Or neat play by Carlos Aranda, and again, Aranda into the arms of Javi Varas. It would have been a sensational assist if he could have lifted the ball a little bit more. Carlos Aranda started out with the Real Madrid B team. He's been through a fair few number of teams. The last two being Osasuna and Levante. Alvaro. 7 years ago yesterday was the 7th-year anniversary of lucky number 7 for Celta. They beat Benfica 7-0. Celta, their best years come in at the beginning of the 2000s, up to the mid-2000s. Regulars in Europe, Champions League and all. Pressing in places like Anfield. Ambition a bit more limited today. They can still take all 3 points. Nichols looped it up, headed away by Saponaro. Celta once more in possession. Túñez. Centre pushes down the left-hand side. Roberto Largo's ball picked off by the Romanian full-back. Picked up by Helder Postiga. He's bundled over. It'll be a free kick in favour of Zaragoza. Roberto Largo stays down. Well, it's been given the other way. I think I'm as surprised as Helder Postiga. Well, yes. Helder Postiga with the arm out. I'm surprised that Roberto Largo isn't holding his face. There was contact. From Delhi. Aspas. Still Aspas. It was a fine, clean challenge from Alvaro. I'd like to see a little bit more of that from Aspas. Three Celta players in the box as it comes into the hands of Roberto. Villa pushing forward to Aponio. Aponio's really been in the game. Abraham. Aponio turn. It's in Saponaro. Vigo likes to try his luck. He'll get a corner. Just over 10 minutes to go. It's Zaragoza 0, Celta 0. Abraham. Ponyo. Villa lifts it into the box, and a few whistles there. The fans might have liked the corner to have just been taken in a more conventional way. Just get the ball into the danger zone. It looks like we will get a few minutes of Chu Yung Park. Victor. Jose Movilla. So falling apart from Delhi will bring it away. Return ball from Bermejo from Delhi. It's got players there waiting for it to be pulled back. There were 4 red and black shirts. Couldn't find any of them. And the header will go harmlessly out for a goal kick in favour of Zaragoza. About to come on loan from Arsenal. He endeared himself to the Celta fans, scoring in his home debut 3 minutes after coming on. I did a second goal last week, again at home, in a 1-1 draw with Mallorca. And Celta have got options here. Surely it's in the net. Celta have had a much better second half, and there was always a possibility that on the break, Zaragoza pushed forward, they would be caught out, and Iago Aspas gets his 6th league goal of the season. It's a fair old journey from Vigo for the travelling fans. You could see the danger here, and Iago Aspas. Fine strike indeed, Roberto. Just couldn't get there. Good angle here. Well, it wasn't so far away from Roberto. Maybe he'll be a little bit disappointed not to have got there. The substitution was already decided. It was to bring on Park in search of a goal, which they no longer need. So Celta are just 7 minutes away from their first points of the season. It would be a real morale booster for them, because Zaragoza, La Romareda, not the easiest ground to come to. They've lost on their last 3 visits here. Teams change these days. The last meeting here just 3 years ago in the 2nd division, and there's only Roberto Lago on the pitch who was playing that day. Abraham. Miranda holds it up, lovely turn inside. He showed us some good touches. Aranda, over for a corner. Aranda with the best effort of the game. Wound up the shooting foot. Really tested Javi Varas. That'll give him heart. Header comes in and wide from Lubins. Well, still 5 minutes to go, but a victory for Celta would push them way up to 15th. Give them that nice 3-point cushion between them and the relegation zone. Bring them within 1 point of their host today, Zaragoza. Well, the referee wasn't sure. The linesman, I think, signalling the free kick. Luvins pushes it out to Sapunaru. Villa. Ponyo. by Arosto. He finds the Zaragoza clearance. And, a little tap on the ankle there, and there'll be a yellow card for Alvaro. It's the goal scorer Iago Aspas who's down. His foot. Oh dear me. And that's why there's no complaints from Alvaro. Oh, Jimenez. Another substitution ready. It's going to be Christian Bustos. Aponio picks up a yellow card. Frustration creeping in, obviously. The Zaragoza team. Vivaras tested twice in the second half by Victor, a moment ago by Aranda. Zaragoza, for all their possession, haven't peppered the position goal with shots, and that would be a soft corner. Poor communication between the Romanian and Dutch centre-half. Ponyo getting rather excited. Wins himself the yellow card. Oh dear me, and fortunately no decision needed to be taken. There was already an offside flag up. I think the referee will be happy with that. Well, I'm not sure if there was an offside. Yes, it's placed by Javi Alamo. Someone signing from Recreativo. Wins the throw-in. Aranda loses out with just over a minute away, plus added on time. From a very rare thing this season, a Celta away win. Zaragoza thought they'd got their home form sorted out. As I mentioned earlier, 3 wins on the trot at home, 1 in the cup, 2 in the league. And they're facing an end to that run right now. Roberto had to come out. This is picked up by Aranda. Loses out. Aponio picks up. Abraham back inside to the ex-Malaga midfielder, Aponio. He's giving the ball away. Whistles now from all fans. As the ball goes out, Zaragoza throw. Two minutes will be added on to the 90 we've already enjoyed. Big shout for a handball, but I think it was rather optimistic. Sapanaru with the ball for Zaragoza, plays it forward. Cabral with the clearance, Sapanaru again. Celta have just got to keep the ball away from the last third. Abraham inside to Javi Alamo, and looks for the run down the centre from Hilda Postiga. Plenty of handball shouts, and the Zaragoza players will encourage them. And if the ref's the reason they think they lost, oh dear me, Hilda Postiga. Well, ball to hand, I think, is the referee's interpretation. Celta back in action midweek with that home tie against Almeria in the Cup, then Levante at home in the league next weekend. Zaragoza travel to Granada, and 2 on the road for them, Mallorca and Rayo Vallecano. Well, another substitution, and just can't but help feel we should bring some NFL-style rules into what the Americans call soccer, and instead of the clock running, actually stopping the clock in substitutions, or as they do in hockey, field hockey, same idea. So you're guaranteed a certain number of minutes of real action. 2 minutes have been added on, about 30 seconds used up for this substitution, so we should at least go to the 3-minute mark, but we don't. There you go. Big news though from La Romareda.